There we are.
It looks good.
I like it.
Whoa, tiny.
Hang on a sec. Okay. Looks like everything's loaded up now. Yeah, there she is. Irina is too important a character not to have her own model. At some point, Strahd will too, of course. But, for the moment, I didn't think it was necessary.
And we thought she was a random fetch quest.
Oh, did you?
Well, I kinda did. But then it got more important, and then I went, oh no.
Well, I have now paid $8 to have this character have a model, so that if that tells you anything, now you know. You have met one of the most consequential NPCs in this adventure.
But it's only session 5.
That is correct.
Oh no.
D&D doesn't screw around. Let me close out some windows. It seems like I'm getting a little bit of slowdown. Don't need that.
That just
Don't
means
need
I can add
this.
more to my Pepe.
Oh yeah, you've
monstrosity.
yeah, you're gonna need to add more to that. What is that software?
A lot of my friends recommended it to me. It's Obsidian, and it's just free to download, no payments, no nothing.
What's it for?
I think it's a little for everything. It's mainly for note taking, but a lot of people that do play tabletops like using it
Oh, I
for
see.
more so world building and GM like building. So, for instance, we come across this one character and you have something like this, you can immediately go, this person relates to these quests or these other characters.
Well, hope that's going to be amazingly useful to you, I think, because if you haven't figured that out already, Curse of Strahd has, like, boatloads of lore and, like, character connections and stuff going on.
Yeah. I figured I'd update it and / start it now before we get more into it.
Okay. So, when we last left off, the party had grouped together with Irina Koyana in tow. You just left from the village of Barovia, en route to where you hope you can find her some sanctuary in the fortress town of Kresk, all the way across the world. So, Oswin, you have completed your ritual and summoned a new familiar. What form does your new familiar take?
Just a funny little impy guy.
It's like a tiny person?
Yeah, tiny little person with wings and a stinger tail.
Okay. What's his name?
It's still Archibald.
It's still Archibald. Is it still the same being?
Yeah, it's still the same spirit. He's still the same little guy.
Good. In that case, he remembers having been horribly dismembered by a giant monster.
Yeah, now he can complain about it to everyone else because imps can talk.
Oh, terrific.
Oh,
So, why don't we have someone from the rest of the party fill Oswin in on what's gone on since you last met? I could just give exposition, but I think it's better if this is a party interaction.
Well, after we left you at the inn to do your ritual, we bumped into this young man named Ismark. He is the new burgomaster. Apparently his father passed away the night before, his house had been tormented each night by wolves and other creatures, and the poor frail man just couldn't take it anymore. He fears for the safety of his sister Irina, so he wanted us to escort her to Kresk. She, however, didn't really want to do it because her father had just passed away. So she wouldn't go until we gave him funerary rites. And we went to the cemetery and we gave him a funeral. And then I think Strahd showed up. And Janora blew his hand off?
She did
Anything
indeed.
else I'm missing? Guys? But also is Crack having mic issues?
Yeah, I cannot hear Crack if Crack is saying anything.
Oh, yes. The priest of the church that we went to, his son was a vampire, and he kept him starved in the basement. But Alistair took care of that.
Alright, let's see. Is that better?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you now.
There we
Okay, good. Not a stream unless I have
Yeah.
mic problems.
Indeed.
That,
Go.
that's a lot that happened.
Oh, and I planted a tree. It was perfect.
I feel like that's the least
That you
important of
did.
these.
Which one of these is that?
I'm sure blowing off Strahd's hand won't
Oops.
have consequences later on.
You had business in Valaki, correct? That should be along the way to Kresk.
Yes, to get the payment for the job we just did
Got
with the house.
So, it's now around, say, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, as you've gotten all your supplies together. What is your planned route for this journey? You could, of course, just follow the Old Svalich road all the way to Kresk. However, you note that at the crossroads here, you could also take a northern pass through the Serpool, which saves some time. And there's a similar crossroads that you'll get to after you reach Valaki, but that's a ways off. Based on the map scale, it looks like it's maybe 2 miles to the crossroads, and then another... It's another, like, 15 or 16 miles to Valaki along the road.
Would I have heard anything about the Serpool since I would have lived around these little wood area?
Sure. Let's have you make a roll for that. What have we been using for, like, knowledge local? I know that's not a thing in D&D.
Let's see.
It wouldn't be history.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't really be investigation either.
Yeah, I suppose for stuff like that, I'd just say it's a straight intelligence check.
Okay,
Yeah, I guess
sure.
you could either say intelligence check or you could
Yeah.
just go
Make an
inside of
intelligence-
Arella.
Make an intelligence check with advantage given your familiarity with the area.
Okay.
Come on, Vesper. Now advantage works.
Roll. Thank you.
Oh.
Oh. 10.
That's okay, the DC was 10.
Okay.
Nice.
So, you know, because you've been in this area for a while, that the largest single encampment of the Vistani is located there.
Okay. I wasn't there when the party met them. So,
They tend to be a friendly bunch.
might be a good place to camp then, since it's already 4 p.m.
Yeah, you think that at a reasonable pace you could make it to that camp. You could make it to the encampment by nightfall. Are you planning to buy any provisions or anything before you leave?
I should be good. I don't know about the rest of the party.
I'm going to use a spell slot right away and make some horrible good berries.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I have a decent amount of rations left.
Very well. In that case, you mount up and leave the village of Barovia behind. As the village shrinks into the distance, Irina remarks, "It's been a long time since I've been away from here." You note that around you, it remains a somewhat miserable country. However, as the sun lowers in the sky, or to the extent that the sun is ever around here, the pale, warm light that envelops the land seems almost pleasant. Within a few hours, you reach the River Ivlis, which flows as clear as a blue winter sky through the valley, says this description. It's about 50 feet wide, and you guess about 5 feet deep. There's an arching stone bridge spanning the river. Upon crossing, you have now left the dominion of the village of Barovia and entered the wilder lands. After another couple hours, you come upon the crossroads. Let me go ahead and do this. This is an odd roll. It's apparently D12 plus D8. Okay. Interesting. Very well. The road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through... Oh, sorry, that's the wrong description. I promise I'm good at this. Ah, there we are. At the crossroads, an old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia Village to the east, Serpool to the northwest, and Ravenloft and Varaki to the south, and Valaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall crumbling in places partially encloses a small plot of graves, shrouded in fog. Actually, I have a map for this location. There we are. Gallows is here. And these should not be on this map. once we go back to the main map, I'll have to put these back again. Okay, what would you guys like to do?
I'll look at the gallows, see how aged they are, I guess.
Oh, that's interesting. As you approach the gallows, you hear the somber murmur of voices. A small group of villagers have gathered in the fog around the gallows. A young woman, her hands bound, bears a look of fear on her face. The young woman stumbles and struggles as two villagers drag her toward her fate. They place a noose around her neck. The torches cast a flickering light on the horrible scene. The gallows loom out of the darkness, a stark reminder of the harsh justice of Barovia. The villagers are somber, their faces grim and determined. One cries out, "Hang her!" A man stands next to the young woman atop the gallows and raises his hand to quiet the onlookers. Chelia has conspired with the forbidden darkness. For her treachery and to prove our loyalty to our lord, she must be punished. Let this be a lesson and solemn reminder not to conspire against the Lord of Barovia. She must die, so we may live. What would you like to do?
I caught most of it, but my dad walked in. So I'm guessing there's a hanging going on right now?
Yes, there's
Correct?
a mob of villagers hanging a woman.
And the implication is they're hanging her for doing stuff Strahd, most likely Strahd doesn't like.
Uh-huh, okay. Making sure.
I should calibrate the map. Ugh. My computer is not enjoying my stream right now. It's okay, it'll catch up eventually. I hope.
Gonna kind of look at the others and just, you think we should do something, or should we?
The player character in me wants to, but I think Vesper would be used to this.
Fair.
Well, actually,
Probably
Vesper,
not.
you note that this is not exactly normal behavior from the villagers. In the past, they would have at least sought the approval of the Burgomaster before doing such things. Where's everybody else going to be standing, by the way?
I want to just...
Probably about here. If I can land properly.
You note that Irina is noticeably keeping her distance.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have gone like, maybe I'll say back here. 'Cause I wouldn't have gotten like a too close up. But yeah, that works.
Alistair, you're the closest to her. Make a perception check.
Okay. What's my perception?
I'm going to assume Kellen is also standing back with disinterest.
22.
You're not sure she's doing it consciously, but it appears that Irina is taking cover behind one of the like, stone walls of this little graveyard.
Interesting.
You're not clear if she's doing it on purpose, but she appears to be making some effort not to be seen.
Given her status, I don't blame her.
Yeah. I think at this point, Nora's gonna wait to hear other opinions because she wants to help, but she's not familiar enough with this place or the laws to really interfere on her own.
Yeah, I'd say Vesper is also hanging back, even though she kind of wants to help, but the group's already trying to, like, not catch Strahd's attention anymore.
I just want to kind of glance at Alistair and see if he's doing anything.
He's honestly not paying much attention to the gallows.
Fair enough.
Right now.
Okay.
Well, I guess it falls upon Vesper in that case. What is Vesper gonna do? That is a singularly useless model. Whatever. I'll find one from Barovia. Because I lost track of time building Irina's model, I forgot to prepare all the rest of the models. Hopefully that won't matter.
What's Oswin think?
I think Oswin will pipe up.
Go for it.
Excuse me, what are her crimes?
The villagers turn to you in surprise and anger. The would-be hangman shouts to you, "This woman has transgressed against the natural order! She is a witch!"
Okay, yeah, but what does that mean exactly?
She has made vile potions, and she consorts with those people. He turns and glances down the road toward the Tsar encampment. The other villagers apparently know what he means and nod amongst themselves.
I don't mean to seem rude. That seems really stupid reason to kill someone.
We cannot defy our lord's wishes.
No, you can very easily.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Oh, hey, I'm good at those. Just a 12.
The hangman shouts haughtily, "Let these fools bear witness to Barovian justice!"
I'm just telling you now, if you hang around, I'm gonna hit you real hard with something you don't want to get hit with.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm all for this.
The hangman grips the rope and prepares to kill this woman.
Immediate Eldritch Blast.
Oh god.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, we're involving ourselves.
I guess I'll go up to help the woman.
Well, I mean, now that you're using an attacking spell, I'm gonna have to use. We're gonna have to roll for initiative.
Alright, here we go, y'all. Let's go.
Let go.
So for the villagers, I guess that counts as a commoner swarm. And I don't know exactly how to handle that. I'm going to use a rat swarm as a stand-in, and I'm just going to place it on the map. I'm going to assume you guys are surrounded sufficiently by commoners that, like, they'll always be able to attack anyone they want, and you'll always be able to attack them. So that'll serve for them in the initiative order.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were doing this knowing we'd probably be outnumbered, but then Oswin did Oswin stuff.
Listen, you gotta have a reason to kill people. A good
You got a
one.
point.
I was gonna say they did have a reason.
Not good enough.
Yes, it's true. They had a reason.
Not good enough.
Not good enough. I'm with us.
Archibald is appearing on the initiative order. Is that okay? Do you want that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, there we go.
Very well. There's your initiative order. Rat Swarm stands in for the peasants.
Oh no.
They're not actually rats. They're commoners. They're maybe armed with pitchforks. That's what would be, you know... That's what would fit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mob of villagers.
Yeah.
Yep,
Pitchforks.
pitchforks and torches.
Oh, I forgot to remove Kellen from the initiative order because he's not here. So I'm just going to pass and have Janora go first.
Alright.
So, Junora, because of where you're standing, you're currently surrounded by peasants.
Oh boy. So I'm gonna assume I'm completely surrounded and have no line of sight with the executioner.
No, you have line of sight. The gallows is on an elevated platform. It's about 5 feet up.
Alright.
Incidentally, Chelia is there, but she has the restrained condition, so she can't really do anything right now. That is what restrain does, right? Let me check. Conditions, restrained. Yes, speed 0, no bonus. Attacks and dex saves have disadvantage. Hostiles have advantage. Yeah, okay, so that's correct for her, because she is currently sitting on a chair, bound and gagged with a noose around her neck. So she's going nowhere for the moment.
Okay. I need to remember how to monk.
I'm happy I thought to look at the, like, extra book of PDFs that I got. Because this is the thing that was made by some random guy on the internet and not by the people who wrote the book. But I like it. It's a good theme. Also, I'm irritated that we're not apparently tied to the grid properly. I'm going to move her so that she's on there correctly and also make her smaller. I'm also going to make him bigger. And I'm going to tighten up Junora so that she's on a tile. Okay, all good.
Wait, was there a long rest?
You didn't say so. Your character has certainly gained the benefits of a long rest, but nobody else has done.
Correct. Yeah, because you were at the inn doing all that while the other stuff was happening.
We stayed up all night digging a grave.
Correct. And have left now the following morning.
Ooh, spell slots.
Technically, I think everyone still has a level of exhaustion from doing that, right?
Yes.
So that's blanket -1 on all your checks.
Yeah,
I will probably not remember, but hopefully you guys will. I'm relying on you to remember to penalize yourselves. What could possibly go wrong?
That's someone else's job. I'm trying to keep notes.
Alright, I guess I'll just punch the nearest person.
Okay. Are you attacking non-lethally or lethally?
For now, non-lethally.
Alright. Make an attack roll.
Remind me what first level exhaustion does, so I know if I'm rolling with disadvantage or something.
Blanket minus one
minus
on all
one.
your attacks. I'm replacing the exhaustion rules with a much more easy one. The exhaustion rules that are that they have on there are really irritating and hard to figure out how to, how to stack properly. So I'm instead each level of exhaustion just gives you a -1 on all your d20 rolls basically. Oh, I can switch to my combat playlist.
Ooh.
That will be for the benefit of the stream, I guess, and not for any of you, I suppose. Sorry.
23, hot damn.
20-something, so...
23. Yeah, okay, you hit. So okay, Janora, just punches a random villager in the face, and you knock him out cold. The villagers react with surprise and anger, and they glare at you. Some of them nearby point their pitchforks in your general direction. Dorvok, meanwhile, shouts to the crowd, "You fools! Stop these interlopers! They will not interfere with our justice!" He then is going to attempt to kick the chair out from under Celia. So I'm going to have him make an attack roll. Oh man, commoners suck. Also, it did not properly switch playlists, because this should not be in there. How do I do that? Clear playlist. There we are. Now we'll load in combat music. Still trying to get the hang of this whole streaming thing. It's not like I've been doing it for like 5 years. There we are. Cool. So he's gonna make a roll. He has advantage because she's restrained. That's a... He missed with advantage. So he's distracted by his own speech and kicks at the chair, but it doesn't budge. The villagers now are angry, and they're going to attack Janora. They have advantage due to there being multiple of them surrounding you. And they roll a 4. Janora, you deftly dodge out of the way and are not stabbed by a pitchfork.
I do like not being stabbed.
Don't we all? Okay, Alistair.
Am I also amassed in the mob of...
Yes. I'm going to assume that all of you are within the mob.
Great. I love being thrust into these kinds of situations.
Welcome to my life playing with hounds.
Yes.
I love this.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna I wasn't involving myself in this. I'm just gonna take the dodge action, give them all disadvantage so they definitely don't hit me.
Well,
That's
disadvantage
not fair.
doesn't stack.
No, I know. But I don't have anything else to do with my turn. I don't want to hit these people.
I mean, you could take the hide action, I guess.
In the middle of the crowd?
I
Okay,
mean,
do
you
you have
could
a weapon
do what I
drawn?
do and punch him.
Do you
Can
have
I
a
get
weapon
out of
drawn?
the crowd? No, I would not have had my sword out yet.
Then you can use the hide action and you'll just blend in with the crowd.
Well, let's try it then.
You are one with the swarm.
Make a stealth check.
Oh boy, I'm good at those. 17.
Yeah, okay. So you managed to blend in with the crowd. Would you like to do anything else? That's an action. You could still move. So now the crowd no longer hinders your movement.
Whee!
Okay, fair enough.
And that's my turn. No, I don't want to stop that. Oh,
Whoa!
What
I
did you
don't-
do?
I don't know what I did.
That was a roll that you just made.
I was able to make it over to Arena expertly well.
Now what is she gonna do?
Irina takes the hide action.
Nice.
Fair.
What does Archibald do?
Let me check what Archibald the Imp can do.
Does he have flight?
He does.
Okay.
He can also change shapes. You know, I think Archibald's gonna use his action to polymorph into a raven and fly over to the gallows.
And these glasses are irritating me. Oh, but not having them is going to give me a migraine. Okay. So there's now a raven perching over the gallows.
Yep.
Always a good sign.
Listen, that seems like a normal thing to happen in Barovia.
Ravens are cute.
It absolutely is. You know, I actually
And
saw a
that's-
raven today in real life.
That's all Archibald's gonna do.
Okay. Oswin.
Can Osmond see the little space behind Celia?
Can you see what?
Crap, I forgot how to ping.
You cannot ping because you do not have rights.
Oh, right.
And he have line of sight to this space right here.
Yeah, right behind Celia.
Where are you? Here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no. That space is kind of blocked by, both her and Vesper and the crowd around you. You can see to where Chelia is, but you can't see to the position behind her.
Would I be... Well, no, if I can't... I'm trying to see where all I can see because I have Misty Step.
Uh-huh. I figured that's what you were thinking.
Yeah. Oh wait, can I see you next to Dorva?
Yes, you can.
Then I'm just gonna Misty Step up next to Dorva.
Very well. So, Oswin, you step into a shadow cast by one of the villagers, and in a blink of an eye you're gone, and suddenly you reappear next to the hangman. He turns towards you and reacts in shock.
I think Oswin's gonna move to the behind.
As you move around him, he stammers, "Witch! Warlock!"
Yeah, I work for a god. I think. I don't know exactly what it is. Can Oswin use his action to cut the rope with his dagger?
It's a little bit high up, but you can try. Make an attack roll.
This could go very poorly.
You got this.
We're committed.
I mean, most of you are committed.
Yeah. I guess a 16 to attack the rope.
That is just barely enough.
Nice.
Oswin, you leap up into the air with your dagger drawn and cut a slice across the rope. You make a pretty clean nick in it, and it breaks down to a thread.
That's it for Oswin.
Chelia is incapable of doing anything in her condition. What is Vesper gonna do?
Yay. Can I Thorn Whip
Oh, God.
Dorvac?
Ooh.
You can, but you're surrounded by villagers, so your attack will be with disadvantage.
Alright.
Just gonna thorn whip, pull him into the crowd.
If I roll really well, I want to pretend that I Thorn Whip around his neck.
Sure, yeah.
Because he's
that's
trying to
fine.
hang someone.
I get it. I like that.
Thematic symbolism, yay!
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Go ahead and roll with disadvantage.
Okay. Spell casting is this one. I need one more, and then disadvantage. 16.
That's a
Still
hit.
pretty good.
Roll for damage.
Okay. And then my Thorn Whip is just clear. Where is it? Just this. And since it does land, 4 by the way, I pull the target 10 feet closer to me.
Does that happen automatically, or is there a save?
Let's see. I think as long as I managed to actually hit him with the whip. So had I missed, it wouldn't have worked.
Oh, guess how many HP commoners have?
4.
Less than Archibald?
Well, I mean, that's not possible, but...
You can't have less than 1.
Hey, no, Archibald has 10 health now.
But yeah, I'm
Ooh,
thorn
look at him.
whipping. I'm thorn whipping his neck.
As he watches the actual rope slice, suddenly he feels a much thornier rope materialize around his own neck. It yanks him toward the crowd and snaps his neck.
Jesus Christ.
His corpse lands in front of you.
Gotta look down, and Vesper just goes, "Oops."
Upon seeing the noose cut and the hangman hanged, the rest of the crowd loses their will to fight, and they slowly disperse, murmuring angrily to themselves. After a few moments, there's not left but refuse, discarded pitchforks, and the weary body of this poor woman.
Well, time to help her out.
I want to help too, so I'm gonna go head up.
If they're taking care of it, then yeah, we're good.
I cannot move my model, but apparently I
Oh,
can move Janora.
You can't move your model? What?
Eh, there you
Seems
go.
like you can.
It got stuck, and then someone moved her, and then she got unstuck for me.
Well, no, that's not Archibald.
You can see a grateful look in the woman's eyes. She can't say anything because she's gagged.
I will take off the gag.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
I'm gonna use my little rat dagger to start cutting some of the ropes restraining her.
You're gonna get the rest of the news.
You cut her bonds. She seems very exhausted, but manages to say, "Thank you, stranger."
Are you hurt? Do you need help?
Not hurt. Just need rest. Can you take me to the Vistani? They'll help me.
By the Tsar pool.
She nods once.
I'll look to the rest of the group and say, we were gonna head there anyways, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we need boss battle music anymore.
Does Alistair or Arena have any comments?
Alistair's still hiding.
Alistair, the cowardly dog.
Irina shrugs her shoulders.
You've made your bed. Now you must lie in it.
Okay, I'm gonna remove the miniatures from the board. I'm guessing you guys are probably moving on.
Yeah.
Oh, the rats one.
Yeah, sorry. No more rats.
No.
Oh, dang.
Although you have managed to bring along another pathetic life form.
Oh god.
It's fine.
Only for a day.
As you leave, you hear a creaking noise behind you coming from the gallows. Where there was nothing before, now hangs a lifeless gray body. The breeze turns the hanged figure slowly, so that it can fix its dead eyes upon you. Oswin, you recognize the figure. It's you.
Anybody else seeing that?
Make a perception check, anyone else.
I'll look. Yeah, this is fine.
Someone who hasn't rolled a lot yet.
Someone else wants to, they can go for it.
Oh, you haven't done much. You can do it. I already rolled perception once anyway.
Fair enough.
No, I love Marble Gallery.
Perception. There we go. Nope.
You don't recognize the body. It just looks like a random Barovian.
Well, I see something that wasn't there before, but just looks like a person.
Hi, Redline.
I mean, hey, as long as you're not seeing me up there, I'm fine with that.
You see. Okay.
I don't want to go that deep, bro.
Huh? Oh no. Tabletop Simulator.exe is not responding.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's okay,
Ah,
it
there's-
fixed itself.
Yeah, there it is.
Finished building. Yeah.
I almost put Falaki in very much the wrong place. There. It's kind of clumsy the way that it saves, but it does work. Okay, so you guys are now here at the crossroads. Where are you going from there?
My vote's on the Sir Pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I get to change the music. I prepared a Vistani playlist.
Ooh.
Ooh.
There we are. The road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There is a clearing here, next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-top wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest's edge. Let me go ahead and pull up the map. For ambiance, if nothing else. There we are. Cool, it has the right number of things. Good job, map.
Would we be coming in from this direction here?
Yes,
Okay.
we can always place a party marker. Until it matters.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would have probably been helping Celia. So, I guess I would be next to her, and if she needs like the help to like help her walk to the place she wants to go to.
Okay. You help Chelia down from your horse, and you lead her toward the encampment, limping. As you approach, one of the Vistani comes to meet you. A tallish man, dressed in absolutely horribly clashing colors, with a broad red scarf and an even broader smile. Welcome, friends. How can we help you?
Vesper will look to Celia and go, perhaps a place to rest for this one?
Ah, I didn't recognize you at first, my dear Chelia. Please, come this way. As he leads her into the camp, she turns back to you and smiles.
I'll just wave.
The Vistana who let her in strikes up a conversation with her, and soon they're chatting gaily. They're led away. He leads her away out of your sight. Soon after, one of the other Vistani comes up toward you, the lot of you, and says, "You've done a great service for one of our friends. Please, come this way. We've been expecting you."
Wait, you've been expecting us?
Of course. Madame Eva sees all. She has foretold of your arrival. You would not be easily mistaken for someone else. The other Vistani around the campfire laugh heartily. There are 12 of them in all, standing around the fire, minus the one who just left. You can very easily tell that they are quite drunk.
I mean, I guess we should follow.
Yeah, I'll dismount and follow if the others are.
Yeah.
Sure.
One of the other Vistani, a young woman, speaks up as you pass by the fire. If it is your time to see Madame Eva, I would not disturb you, but if you would like, you are free to join us in the Tarokka. Sorry, no, in the Prastonata is first. She doesn't correct herself, she would have said the right thing. These people know their own culture, even if I don't.
Or
He's like,
She might have
shit,
been-
hold on, wait.
no, she could have been really drunk.
Actually, yeah, maybe.
She's really drunk. That's
Yes, okay, we'll write that in. Yes, she is very drunk and said the wrong thing. So she first tells you to join in the Tarokka, and then corrects herself and says, no, the Prastonata is first.
Starts leading us away and just like, wait a minute, no.
One of the other Vistani recognizes her error and jauntily punches her in the shoulder.
Lol.
She throws him an angry look. So what are you guys gonna do?
Alistair will look to Vesper. She's the one that's led us here.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
I'll-
we'll go talk to this person.
Meta
But
question.
Vespa's been kind of taking the lead and she's most familiar with this area.
Meta question / party question.
Sure.
Why is my 9 charisma character still the face of the party somehow?
Hey, you led us here.
Oswin started it.
I mean, hey, Oswald's probably not gonna say anything but still follow the lady, if that helps the
Oh my
decision.
God.
The answer is because you chose to be from this weird place, and we're not.
Hey, I'm from this weird place too, but I just don't talk that often.
Hey, I've done a lot of talking there, Vesper. It's your turn.
It is true. I would argue Alistair carried the last session.
Yeah, okay, we'll go see Madame Ava. Wait, she said not to disturb her, right?
Say again? Who's disturbing who?
Are we disturbing Madame Ava if we visit her now?
No. The implication was she would not interrupt you if you believe it is your path to speak with Madame Ava now. But she is offering you the courtesy of joining in the Prestonata, if you wish. She does not explain what the Prestonata is.
I will ask, what is the Prostinata? However you say it.
She laughs and remarks, "Oh, sorry. I forget. You're a Georgi. The Prestonata is our ritual dance."
Oh, I'm not good at dancing. You don't want to see that.
One of the other Vistani interrupts, "Oh, yes, we do."
You've dug your own hole.
The others around the
know.
circle. The others around the
I
circle clap and bid you join them.
Dance?
A rather beautiful Vistani woman walks over to you, Oswin, and immediately takes you by the arm. One of their musicians plays up a rousing tune and leads you in a dance.
Ooh, dancing.
I would like you to make a charisma performance check.
Who
All
or
right.
both?
Oswin.
Ooh, natural one.
You're holding that one, really?
Yep, for 6.
1 + 5.
Oh, that's great. You you aren't quite prepared and end up stepping on her foot inadvertently. She curses at you in the Vistani language, and the other Vistani around the fire laugh, clap, and mock you relentlessly. Meanwhile, a fairly rotund-looking Vistani man takes you, Vesper, by the arm and leads you in a dance.
Oh, no.
Can't do
Make a
much
performance
worse
check.
than me.
You're gonna have to roll good.
Yeah, no, my modifier is -1.
Go ahead.
4!
Never mind, you did worse than me.
It's not a natural 1, it would have been a 0.
The dance that he attempts to lead you through is rather elaborate, and you don't know the steps. Again, the other Vistani laugh and clap.
Let's just picture a drowned rat flailing.
A Vistani child, apparently presuming you for another child, leads
no.
you, Janora, in a dance. Go ahead and make a performance check.
Can I just stop the kid and be like, no, don't.
No, you can't. The child insists and takes you by the hand.
Oh no. She's just looking so done the entire time. God, oh, come on.
Let's see how you do.
Oh boy. This performance?
Uh-huh.
Oh, lovely. Guess who also has a -1?
Of
Hey,
course.
maybe you roll a
Nine.
natural 19.
9
Yeah,
charisma
maybe.
crew. 9 charisma crew. Oh! Oh!
Well, fortunately for you, this child is not yet a very experienced dancer, and you're able to complete the dance. Let's see, how does the crowd react to that? Well, I assume.
19, let's go.
Here it is. The crowd is unprepared for someone of your stature and general proportions to dance to their song as well as you do, and they cheer in approval. The child who led you in the dance laughs heartily and sits back down onto a barrel, taking a swig of a mug of beer.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, if this nation is based on like Russia and Germany, I'm not entirely surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, historically, everybody drank beer and wine because you couldn't drink water because bacteria,
Way too
unless you
unsafe.
boiled
Yeah.
it.
That is true. Children would have wine with dinner.
Yes.
Yeah, like.
And like,
watered
it's
down.
not like they were drinking like really strong wine. The
Yeah.
practice historically was that it would be cut with water rather heavily, so it's dilute. You wouldn't get
Have fun,
drunk.
Alistair.
Have fun, Alistair.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's Alistair's turn.
No.
A very tall, broad-shouldered, barrel-chested man takes you by the arm and leads you into a rousing dance.
Beautiful.
Make a
Yep.
performance check.
Just I've got no modifier. Let's see what I get. Whoa, my God! Nat 20.
Again, the crowd is astonished at the skill of your dancing. And the man that you've been paired with looks on in genuine awe and approval at the skill of your steps. He leads you through the most complex of the dances that your group has yet done, and the crowd is stunned at your success.
Alistair is likewise stunned.
I know, right? The
Would
two
you
of
say-
us that wanted absolutely nothing to do with this got dragged into it, fucking flawlessly pull it off.
Would you say Alistair has been inspired?
Yes, Alistair gains inspiration.
Oh boy.
Thank you for reminding me.
A good way to gain that back after I murder the vampire spawn and inadvertently his father.
Oh, right, inspiration. I forgot that I have that.
Oh yeah, you didn't lose it from
I guess, yeah, you
murdering
weren't there, so you would
You
still
weren't
have
there
it.
for the morbidness.
Following the dance, the dance lasts for a good half an hour as you four take your turns, as well as the rest of the crowd joining in with dances with each other. You note that Irina is also dragooned into a dance, and I suppose I can roll for her. I actually don't know what her charisma is offhand. Probably good. I'll just make something up. Irina dances well and is a credit to your party. However, her partner is hilariously inept and manages to let down his Vistani friends. Clearly, he's rather drunk.
See, it's not just you guys that failed.
Yeah, but he's drunk and we're not.
Don't look too deep into it, man. Take a win when you can.
I have 2 left feet. My role made sense.
One of the when that man finishes his dance, he sits down next to a rather plain-looking Vistani woman who gives him a ice glance, and you hear her say the word "mortu" with a laugh. The other Vistani point and laugh at him. Anyway, after the dance dies down, the rest of the Vistani return to their seats, and the woman who pulled you into this whole ordeal explains that following the Prastanata is the Tarokka, the traditional retelling of stories and legends. As you linger by the fire, one of the Vistani recounts the following tale. A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing, indicating Alistair.
Oh.
A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. The crowd gasped. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The Vistani laugh. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. He points toward the Ser Falls in the distance. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Some of the crowd laugh in apparent disbelief. Thunder shook the mountainside, and the great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body, to see if, he had anything of value, but the river Ivlis had already spirited him away. The Vistani react with mixed approval at his tale. At the end of the story, one of the other Vistani invites you lot to tell a story about yourselves and your adventures, legends from your land.
I think because I think Oswin's gonna tell them about what happened in the murder house. Try to flower it up a bit.
Okay, make a performance check.
All right, same 1d20 plus 5 as before.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna add a d6 for my twice per long rest thing.
Okay.
Ah, 24.
Wow. Oswin is a natural orator. And you tell the story of the destruction of the beast at the center of the house with great aplomb. The Vistani approve, having never heard this story before. Some react with awe that such a horrible thing could be changed in this dark land. You hear whispers as your tale ends.
Oswin just looks at the rest of the group like, did I do good?
Vesper claps.
I'll give him a thumbs up.
Vesper claps as if she wasn't there of that story.
So I'm going to count that as an extra point from having succeeded there. Very well. So, over the course of the storytelling, because of your excellent performance both in the dance and now, you are given some Vistani lore. So let's see. The Vistani offer to tell you about. The Vistani offer to tell you something from one of three categories. You can ask you can ask for something about Strahd. You can ask for something about the land of Barovia, or you can ask for something truly secret.
Ooh. Thoughts?
Learning about Strahd would be useful, but real, truly secret things are real tempting.
Truly secret's also really tempting.
Yeah.
One thing I like about this campaign, by the way, is there are several occasions, including this, where, like, your reward for doing something well is lore. Like, backstory. There's places where, like, ordinarily this is a spot where, like, you would get treasure or something. But instead you get, like, a book that has, like, a cool story in it or something.
I want to lean towards secret.
My vote's on secret.
It seems like you guys
It
like
is also
secrets.
secret.
Alistair?
Alistair would probably lean more towards Strahd just because he'd like to know his enemy, but if you guys all want secrets, that's fine by him.
I mean, I think Strahd would be useful, but I also feel like that's something we might find more about on the way anyways, where the secret, you never know when that might be useful.
Fair enough.
So it seems like the group is okay with something truly secret.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, you are given the following piece of information. The souls of those who die in Barovia can't escape to the afterlife. They are prisoners in Strahd's domain. And with that, I'm going to take a short break. I'll be right back.
None of you get to die. Don't die, children. It's bad out there.
Yeah, pro tip, don't fucking die. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine being told that after Oswin just saw himself hanging from a
Lol.
gallows.
Yeah.
You know, he sounded pretty unfazed by that, which is a little concerning, but also not because it's Oswin.
Listen, Oswin's seen ghosts plenty of times.
I mean, there's ghosts, and then there's seeing yourself hanged.
It's fine.
You
He'll
say
unpack
so.
that later. Oswin has definitely 100% already processed what happened. That is very correct.
Pressing X to doubt. Also, thank you, Sabine, for your idea to flavor Vesper's good berries because it gave me an amazing idea for my fire genasi.
Ooh.
Oh no.
What's the idea?
So I was talking about it with my DM. We came up
Mhm.
with the idea that fire genasi, at least in that world, they kind of basically really immune to spice. Like they can't taste it, so they can handle really hot shit. So hers
Ooh.
are just gonna be super fucking hot, and she just won't notice.
Oh, so she's a druid, and
Not
her
a druid.
good.
No, she's a ranger,
Uh-huh.
but rangers can on good berry.
All right, but
Yeah.
she's basically the spiciest of good berries.
Yep.
I love it. That is beautiful. It's like you'll live, but your mouth will die.
Hmm. The great trade-off we learned, what we decided with that, not necessarily good berries, but just like anything cold, it's gonna fuck her up. If it's not room temperature, she's gonna get the worst brain freeze and shit.
Yes, cold water. No. Oh, this wizard keeps popping up all over the place. It's the second time we've heard of him now.
Oh.
Uh-huh. The wizard from the Vistani tale. Uh, in the last session, he inspired a rebellion, and a lot of them died, but some of them came back as vampires. So the priest's son turned into a vampire, and he kept him locked in his basement, starving the entire time.
Oh, that's bad for him.
Yeah, and of course, our group was really nosy, so we poked around. We found his son, and then we kind of killed him.
The one time we could have used a fucking sledgehammer.
Yeah. Hey, I've got a shovel too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would be helpful too, but like, it was a door and a padlock, so we were destined to fail.
Listen, Oswald's packed with good stuff that's useful. Like the sledgehammer.
Vesper has useful things, and why are you carrying that things?
You know, there's one thing that Oswald's carrying that doesn't make sense since he doesn't really eat,
Mhm.
and that's fishing supplies.
Nice.
Why did, you know what?
Are you gonna ask why he has the fishing supplies?
Yeah. But also it's Oswin, so I'm just like, eh.
It's common, you know. Sometimes you want to go out on the lake and fish.
I just punch stuff. And apparently shoot things. Well, really only apparently shoot Strahd's hand off, because that's like the one time I've ever hit.
You were hoping to miss or not, basically anything not nat 20.
Although at least I can actually probably cook for us if we ever set up camp on our own.
Yeah.
Now we know we can make Oswin go fish, although in this place might not be a good idea, but it's fine.
Hey, Oswin can try going fishing. Never claimed he was good at it.
It is now dramatic dark.
Yes.
Well,
We're back and ready for a thing that I have been looking forward to since, like, before we started this campaign.
Oh boy.
So
This
we
is
should-
like my favorite thing that they did for this adventure, and I
shouldn't
could
say
not
that.
be more excited about this.
Alright, so time to go take a bathroom break. No, kidding.
Alright, it's time to immediately leave.
Time to go fishing.
So,
Alright.
after the lights die down, or after the storytelling session ends, the rest of the Vistani make their way drunkenly back to their wagons, eager for a night's rest. As the camp clears, the last remaining light that remains on is that lighting Madame Ava's tent. Apparently magical flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into the depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. "At last, you have arrived." Cackling laughter bursts like mad lightning from her withered lips. She beckons you to enter her tent and sit down. As you take your seats, she says, "Oh, I didn't switch back from the break scene. Sorry.
I was about to let you know.
Okay, we're good. We're good now. Cool. For the benefit of the stream, I'm going to fill the screen with this. Oh, actually, I'll need this as well. Oops. Other side. There we are. Okay. Adventurers from far and distant places, your arrival to Barovia was destined from the moments of your birth. Yet it is only now that you shall glimpse what may lay ahead. You are bound together in a common bond to see light restored where there is darkness. Let us see what the cards shall reveal. She pulls out a tattered deck of black playing cards, as you can see here,
Ooh.
and slams
gonna
it
get
down
a-
upon the table. The light within the crystal ball goes dark. She flips over the first card, saying, "This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy." She flips the card over to reveal the healer. And now I have to figure out where I'm reading from this. Yes. Looked the healer. Look to the west. Find a pool blessed by the light of the white sun. She draws the next card. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. Let me find the entry for it. That is the wizard. Okay, not this song. I'm just gonna pick one. Let's go with this. There it says, The Wizard. The treasure is hidden in a small castle beneath a mountain, guarded by amber giants. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. I see a sleeping prince, a servant of light, and the brother of darkness. The treasure lies with him. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. Look for an entertaining man with a monkey. This man is more than he seems. And finally, your enemy is a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. Look to great heights. Find the beating heart of the castle. He waits nearby. As she completes the reading, suddenly the light returns to the crystal ball. But where before it was a warm yellow hue, it now glows in a harsh red light that envelops the whole tent. Many have come where you stand now, Madame Eva says. They have failed, where perhaps you shall succeed. And now, the night grows dark, and I must rest. My powers are weary. But perhaps something good may come of it. She stands up from her seat, turns around, and leaves through the back of the tent. What do you do?
She reminds me of the hag.
What do you guys make of this?
I have no clue what to make of it.
I think I managed to write down most of the stuff.
This is a really important thing, so if you want me to, I can repeat any of the clues that you did not catch in their entirety. Would you like me to do that?
I think the only thing I really missed was before you flip the card, you would say that it'd be like the raven would lead us to our enemy. What was the beginning for the healer and the wizard?
Oh. So, the healer, before it was flipped, what she said was, "This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy." And before the wizard, you wanted?
Yes, I think I got the rest.
Before the wizard was, "This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope."
Okay. Let's see. Tells of history in the ancients to better understand the enemy. The healer, look for a pool blessed by the white sun towards the west. The wizard is a card that tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of hope. Its treasure is hidden in a small castle, hidden in the mountains, guarded by amber giants. The paladin is a card of power and strength. It talks about a sleeping prince, a servant of light, a brother of darkness, and the treasure that lies with him. And lastly, the artifact is someone who will help us in the battle against darkness. We're gonna look for an entertaining man with a monkey. He is more than he seems. And the raven will lead us to our enemy, so we should look to great heights, find the beating heart of a castle. He waits nearby.
That's right.
Okay.
I think you got everything.
Sweet.
Nice.
I'm going to return the lights to normal now.
Ooh, daytime.
And if anyone would like a copy of the card spread from the reading, I can also have that appear on the table if you'd like.
That would be great. I could take quick screenshots and add them to my notes later on.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and move that back to here. And I'm actually going to keep that on the table here, in case you guys want it.
Okay.
I think that'd be a nice, cool thing to have around. All right. The Vistani offer to put you up for the night in their encampment, and you spend a restful night in their protection, so you gain the benefits of a long rest. Would you guys like to do anything else at the encampment before leaving?
Our exhaustion goes the way, correct? Our exhaustion point after the long rest?
Yes, I believe that's correct.
Okay. Can I check up on Celia? Make sure she's doing okay?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oswald would want to do that too.
You meet with Chelia again, and she's taken refuge with a family of Vistani. She's looking a lot better now. They've given her a nice hearty meal the night before, and she's awakened, looking in much better spirits. She tells you that since she's no longer wanted in the village, she's planning to stay with the Vistani for a while. The head of the family that she's staying with nods in agreement and labels her and refers to her as Jikoto.
Well, I'm glad you're doing okay.
She nods and says, "If there's anything I can ever do to repay you, all you have to do is ask."
Well, I think Vesper won't um just hang around for any bit longer. So she's gonna go find the rest of the group, or where the horses are.
You
Yeah,
note that
I
you're
think we're
when.
good.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think Nora's good.
When you meet the following morning, you find that your horses have been well bridled. The man standing nearby introduces himself as Petra. He mentions that he's bridled your horses for you and had them fed. He says, "No charge, of course, for friends of Madame Eva. Her guests are always well taken care of. But of course, if you need provisions," he gestures to his wagon, "I would be glad to be of assistance."
Anyone want to go shopping? Is
I
Cracks?
guess we do
Like-
actually have money now.
Yeah, no,
so-
I'm still here.
Okay, I wasn't sure because I saw you flash, but nothing.
That's probably my fan. I thought I moved it far enough away.
Mm.
Probably wouldn't hurt to see what they have, since we
Yeah.
actually have currency now.
Yeah.
I guess if someone else is going shopping, I'll go with them.
Yeah, let's
Wouldn't
go
hurt to
shopping.
look.
Okay. You look through Petra's wares, and you find that he's offering a variety of odds and ends, and it's mentioned in here that it's anything, any like adventuring gear and weapons that are valued at about 10 gold or less. You can find from him. So if there's something in particular you want, just let me know. Make an investigation check, whoever is shopping.
I think Oswin went with us, right?
Yeah.
Let's go, investigator.
Alright, time to roll investigation. And you know what? It's a new day. Might as well use one of those D6s early.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 14.
Okay. In rummaging through his wares, you also happen upon a small velvet or a small velvet jewelry box. And upon opening it up, you note a rather beautiful-looking silver ring inside. It's oddly octagonal in shape, and is adorned, rather than a jewel, with a setting composed of two small ram's heads. When he sees you holding it, he looks momentarily taken aback and says, "Oh, that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to have that out. It's not technically for sale. An old family heirloom, you see." You note that he doesn't make any effort to take it from you.
If it's not technically for sale, how much would it be for me not technically buying?
Make a persuasion check.
You know what? Might as well use the other D6 this early on. 13.
Well,
Like,
I heard that my great aunt paid some 600 Strahd marks for it years ago. I would perhaps take 550.
Oh, Vesper will pull out the jewelry box she totally didn't steal from Air Morden house that has 3 gold rings and an ornate necklace with a jeweled pendant. To
Oh
see if we
yeah,
could do
you
some
have
kind of
that.
trade.
Okay, I gotta find out how much that's worth then. One sec. Forgot you have it. Did you put a value there when you sold, or when you put it in your inventory? Or did I not
No
tell you?
value. You didn't tell me anything, so I just kept it.
Okay, I'll have to look up how much it's worth then. It's an interesting option.
It's a family heirloom. Might as well give him something back.
No, that's entirely reasonable. Just not what I was expecting.
is the deed to that windmill that we have still legible?
I have
It
it.
is
It
actually.
still okay.
Do you offer that up as potential trade?
Not the windmill, just because I don't think he would even care about it, considering he lives happily here.
Mm-hmm.
But I could dress up the jewelry as stuff that we found from Air Morden house that Oswind, like,
Oh yeah,
wowed
that
them
great
last
story.
night.
Wow. No shit. You have the necklace, yeah?
Yeah, I looted all of the jewelry.
Okay. Petra is taken aback at your display of unexpected wealth, and looks over the jewelry and says, "I'm torn. This ring has great sentimental value to me. Nevertheless, I have been looking for a gift for my sweetheart, and that necklace is truly remarkable. I would perhaps accept that as a trade, if you'll promise that it's going to a good home."
Well, Oswin, you're the one who found the ring.
I mean, one of us will likely be wearing it very often.
Hmm. Yeah, sure. I'm fine with it.
He nods hesitatingly, uh, and takes the necklace from you.
Okay, I will hand it over. And I shall grab the ring, and then I'm gonna look at the ring, and then at Oswin, and at the ring, and at Oswin, with a face of like, well, what do we do now?
I mean, I kind of want to try it on.
As the two of you turn away to look at your new ring, Petra walks back up to you and says, "Oh, by the way, it seems the pair of you come upon a great deal." He says regarding the necklace. "If you happen upon a bottle of Champagne de l'Estampe, I would be tremendously grateful."
Vesper will take out one of her notebooks, and she'll go, how do I spell that?
Oh yes, of
Osmond
course.
will,
It is.
Osmond will take out one of his notebooks and probably spell it out.
He describes it as the finest vintage in all the land. By far the best wine he's ever tasted. He remarks offhandedly that between the necklace and a bottle of that wine, that would make a fine engagement.
And
Make a perception check.
perception.
Both of us are just Vesper.
I'd say you, because I would be slowly writing out champagne to stomp and not looking at anything.
Yes, Oswin.
Alright. Ah, yes, 25.
Wow, okay. You note that as he describes what he wants the bottle for, you know that he's not looking at you, and following his gaze, you see that his look has been trained on a comely young woman sitting by the fire across the camp. You note also that she is currently sitting with a different man.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no.
It occurs to you that between the two of them, Petra is definitely the more attractive.
I mean, if you... You know, you can just talk to them, right? Petra.
I beg your pardon?
I saw where you were looking. You could just walk up and talk. Rather than give extravagant gifts.
Uh, he blushes all of a sudden. Hey, that's none of your business. Just bring me some wine or get lost, okay?
Okay.
As he turns and goes back to his camp, you hear him muttering under his breath.
Hey, Oswin.
Yeah.
Can you tell if this ring is magical in nature?
I don't believe I currently have a spell to.
Alright, I'll hold on to it for now.
Alright. I guess we should go join the others.
I will follow.
As you leave from Petra's tent, you meet the rest of the party gearing up to leave upon their horses. They're making idle conversation with some of the Dastani, who appear quite cheerful, if a little hungover. Oh, the music's gone. Now it's back. What are you guys gonna do now that you're all together?
If there's nothing else, I imagine just set off, or at least get ready to.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
Okay. The party sets out from the camp. It's now late morning. It's not just the Vistani who are hungover. It's also you. You make your way along the path out toward the waterfall that was described earlier. An ancient stone bridge stands strong and proud, the large arch straddling the ice-cold rushing river far below. A waterfall roars, cascading over the rocks and creating a fine mist that drifts across the bridge and settles over the surrounding area. The air is fresh and cool, and the sound of the falls echoes in the distance. The bridge is built of weathered blocks of gray stone joined together by thick chunks of moss-covered mortar. Its arch spans the length of the gorge. At both entrances to the bridge, statues of winged beasts stand as if on guard. Weathered by centuries of wind and rain, their features and details have worn away, except for the round eyes that seem to stare out into the void. Across the bridge to the north, a path leads along the edge and disappears into the forest. Okay. A steep path on the northeast side of the bridge leads down to the edge of the river far below. You spot a fisherman there who appears to have caught something. I'm happy this map exists.
Oh, that looks pretty.
I suppose north must be this way, since the waterfall is here. So the party would be coming from this direction. Oh no. There we are. What would you like to do?
Fisherman seems to have caught something.
It looks like it, yeah. You can see him straining against his fishing rod.
Esper's just gonna look at the waterfalls because she probably hasn't seen it before.
Yeah.
She's sightseeing right now.
Make a perception check.
Oh, okay. Where? Wait, no. I'm on the wrong side of the table. $18.
To the west side of the bridge, down near the bottom of the falls, something shines in the water. A dangerous, narrow path of wet stones covered in moss leads down to the edge of the river 1,000 feet below. That's located here-ish.
They did say the wizard fell 1,000 feet to his death, but they never found the body.
Does the fisherman seem like he's having a real tough time?
Let's see.
I mean, we gotta make sure the fisherman doesn't fall in too.
I can cast guidance on him.
Okay.
It's a cantrip, I can use it whenever I want.
It's a touch spell, though.
Where's the fisherman?
He's on the other bank, located like here.
Okay, yeah, never mind, that's too far. Best doesn't care that much.
I can send Archibald to go give him the help action.
I'm gonna place a dummy NPC here.
You're gonna throw an imp at a poor fisherman?
I don't
Hey.
know what mental image is better. Vesper walking up to just Randall and texting him to give him guidance, or
It's a nice pat on the
tiny
back.
little imp flying up to him and helping him.
Hey, it's just he looks like a little celestial imp too. He looks goodish.
He's a glow-in-the-dark imp.
Yeah.
I guess I should return it from the Vistani playlist because we're not dealing with Vistani anymore. At least not for the moment. Go with the exploration. Okay. So, are we dealing with the fisherman, or are we dealing with the shiny thing?
Fisherman, apparently?
Fisherman first, shiny thing later?
Yeah.
Okay. As you approach, the fisherman pulls his rod out from the water and revealing a decently sized fish. He looks at it proudly and then smiles at you. The fish are biting. Care to join me?
Yeah, Osmond's gonna pull out his fishing tackle set because he has one.
Okay. Oh, I see a fisherman yourself, are you?
I dabble.
Let's see what you got.
Alright.
Make a survival check.
Yeah, I'm alright with those. And I'm gonna have a good old Archibald help me. If I can.
Okay, sure.
Woo. Oh wait, for advantage, do I just click roll advantage, or do I add a second d20?
2d20 and then
add
you
one.
click advantage.
Okay. Good thing I had that advantage for that 13.
You wait for a while, but nothing bites. As you fish, the fisherman eagerly tells you his story. He introduces himself as a chab and describes that he's been fishing here every day, hoping to catch a really big fish that he met once, which got away. He offers to pay you for any fish you catch. But you don't catch anything. Happy for a companion, he offers to let you stay and keep fishing with him.
I guess while Osmond does that, I'll mention to the rest of the group to see if they see the shiny thing down there as well.
Whoever she's talking to, make a perception check with advantage.
It'd probably be me, because I was also looking at the waterfall.
Okay, sure.
What's the roll?
Perception?
With advantage.
Yes.
Advantage?
Yes.
Make sure I heard that right.
Because it's pointed out to you.
Like right over there. Oh, hey.
So you two notice it, and now that you notice it, you're able to, between the two of you, you're able to point it out to anybody else who's interested. So the party now knows where this thing is.
You said it was 1,000 feet down, though, yeah?
Yeah, this is a very deep cavern, a very deep crevasse below you. It's 1,000 feet below to where this thing is.
Is it just perched on a rock, or can we make that out?
It's underwater.
Okay.
You think that you could potentially make your way down to where it is, but it would be treacherous.
Can I cast Find Familiar and have Cress not grab it, but she can like head towards it, and I can at least see what it is.
So you don't need unless Cress is not summoned at the moment. You don't need to use Find Familiar to have Cress do things.
No, this is the thing though with druids. It's not like the warlock or wizard where the familiar is just always there. My familiar is only around so long as I have wild shape.
Oh, interesting.
So if I summon Cress, that uses up one wild shape, and she's only there for the duration of wild shape.
Okay.
So I think as of now it's 1 hour.
So what would you like to do with Cress then?
Because it's treacherous. I want to at least see, like, through her, like, is it, like, something that's actually we might
So
follow up with, or
assess
if
the
it's just, like,
difficulty
yeah.
of getting them?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Why don't you go do that? And I would like you to have Cress make. What would the roll be for this? There's another case where I vaguely know what this ought to be, but I'm not sure.
Could I use, like,
Survival?
I could use the skills of a raven.
Survival. Have Cress make a survival check.
Okay.
Or you.
Is it fine?
Whichever's
Okay.
better.
Let me look at survival for a raven and survival for me. Same thing. $18.
So you have Cress fly down toward the water, and when you're there, and once Cress gets there, you can see through her, I don't know, through her eyes that the object that you saw from the bridge appears to be the metal banding on a large wooden chest. It's submerged at the bottom of the water about 20 feet down. And you think that getting to the water level, getting down to the water from up here, would be difficult, but not extraordinarily difficult. Of course, if you fell while doing so, you would be landing headfirst in freezing cold, rushing water.
I will relay that to the rest of the group.
Okay.
Danger, but loot, but danger.
Do you think it's worth trying?
It is
How-
enticing.
If we were to get it, how would we accomplish it without having someone fall into the water that's right next to a waterfall?
Well, we have one very strong boy.
What was that? A very strong.
Oh, one very strong boy.
If we can get fancy with it, I can cast Entangle, but instead of restraining people, I could create a root pathway on the water.
Is that a thing that spell lets you do?
I have no clue. That's why I'm saying if we can get fancy.
That sounds interesting. Could you read me the spell description, please? And I will assess whether that is a reasonable use of it.
Because it's supposed to be on, I think, land, but plants turn area into difficult terrain. Creatures in area when cast must make a strength check or be restrained.
So, I'm sorry, read it again.
Plants turn an area into difficult terrain. Creatures in the area when cast must make a strength save or be restrained.
I see.
So it's basically an obstacle course.
I'm gonna say no on this. This is a thing where I maybe would be okay with it if you were doing it on land, but with overrunning water, that seems like a stretch.
Yeah. Okay.
No offense intended.
No, that's why I asked.
How far down is it exactly?
1,000 feet.
Oh,
I've got rope and a grappling hook.
I don't think you have 1,000 feet of rope, do you?
I also have rope and a grappling.
I I don't have a grappling hook, but I have rope.
Do you have enough rope and grappling hooks between the lot of you that we have to worry about how much rope you have total?
I think the rope we have total would be 1/5 of what we need.
Yeah.
If we all have it.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
I mean, I don't know if Alistair has rope, but that doesn't help us that much either way. It would only be 50 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, rope's not gonna cut it. Anyone know how to fly?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Yeah, not yet. Maybe eventually, but not yet.
Magic's gonna magic.
Yeah, magic's gonna match.
The one time where it'd be useful for you to have normal wild shape.
No, even if I had wild shape, I have to be a certain level, then I can be, something that swims in water, something that can fly.
I see.
I can regular wild shape, but it's all landlocked.
And I'm not sure if we can actually get this thing, unless Alistair has any ideas.
Okay. Yes, but no. It looks like I can turn into a raven, but there's no way a raven can bring a chest up.
Well, I mean, a raven has a strength score. Does it have a swimming speed, though?
0.
Immediately just
a
gets pulled by
raven.
the currents.
Its swim speed is drown.
Squawk! What do you mean I could turn into a killer whale? Not yet, but...
Is that on the list?
I'm using this, Excel thing.
I
I need
see.
to find, a good actual list that has, from source material.
I mean, depending on how bad we want whatever's in that chest, I could go down there and probably not come back up with the chest.
We could leave it alone? Will we even come back?
While you guys have been arguing about this, is Oswin continuing to fish?
Probably.
Okay, make another survival check, please.
Distracted fishing.
Irina's like, what the hell?
I mean, it's
So,
fishing. You don't really have to have all that much
Yeah.
concentration.
Alright, +4. Come on, Archibald, help me out this time, actually.
Come on.
Oh yeah, 21.
Eh.
Archibald all of a sudden alerts you that your line has gotten a bite. And so you haul it up toward you, and you have caught a fish. It's a fairly
Oh.
small bass. Now all you need is a small bass amp.
Oh. If anyone is really good at swimming, I could use entangle and make like a easy, not rock climbing wall down the cliff.
Ahab, by the way,
No, I know.
applauds your
that's embarrassing.
catch and says, "Well done, my friend."
Thank you.
Let's see. Factoring in the market price for such a fish, I'd be prepared to give you a silver for it.
Deal.
He flips a silver toward you from his pouch. And you hand him the fish.
Yeah, I flip it over to one of the people with less money in the party than me.
He takes it and his other fish back toward a little campsite and begins cleaning it.
I mean, I can swim. The only problem would be me getting back up. That's my only issue.
Oh, could we ask the fisherman if he knows of an easy path down?
He's not eager to reveal his secrets about his best fishing spots. Make a persuasion check.
I got a little distracted. 1 second. I'm not good at persuasion. Yeah, no, I'm not good at persuasion.
Oh yeah, -1.
Yeah. 9 charisma, go. 17.
Hey.
Well done, Vesper, who continues to, in spite of everything, be the face of the group.
I hate this.
He's grateful for having doubled his fish quarry, and does offer you to show. It does offer to show you a way down that would be a little less treacherous. In mechanical terms, making your way down to the water's edge is going to be an athletics check, and him giving you a way down will give you advantage on the check.
I will cast guidance on whoever wants to do that. If they want to.
Athletics is not my thing. Acrobatics is, but not athletics.
Athletics is also not my thing, but you know me, I'm a gambling man.
Let's see.
I mean, with
athletics.
your dice, it would probably work out.
Yeah, I'm more of an acrobatic man myself.
This is not a strength party.
Listen, I've got a I've got a flat 0 to it. If anyone can beat that, you're welcome to.
I mean, I do have a 2 to it.
Yeah,
I
mine's
can
like the
attempt.
+1. It's not terrible, but like.
Oh, what's mine? It is +1.
Well, I guess if you're doing this, we should probably put you on the map. Who is swimming?
I suppose it's me.
Okay.
I've been volunteered.
Hey, I'll probably
We all know how much dogs like to get wet, so.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I'm gonna be shaking as soon as I get out of this shit.
Oswin's gonna join Alistair because Oswin doesn't need to breathe, so he'll be fine under the water.
What is Oswin?
Alright. Okay,
I will
sure.
cast guidance on Alistair.
Which we're on this side. Okay.
Yeah, the path is down here.
We.
It's fine, Oswin's human.
Irina has decided to join the fishermen for some additional fishing. Feel free to place yourself somewhere different if you'd like. With the exception of Oswin and Alistair, who are making their way down, yeah? You're both doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will cast guidance. Well, I cast guidance and then Alistair moved. So we'll go with that.
Okay.
So whoever is... So guidance is only going to work with one person. So
Yep.
I guess whoever's
I
worst to
chose-
check. You'll each have
No, I-
advantage.
Yeah.
Who's going first?
I suppose I'll jump in. Lead by example.
Literally?
What do you mean? Wait.
Do not jump in.
Well,
You-
no.
I mean, you
no.
can jump down 1,000 feet if you want.
Yes,
I
no,
won't
not
stop you.
Literally jump in.
Go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage.
All right, and then guidance is a plus D4, right?
Plus D4, yes.
Yep. You got a D4 because he's got Archibald.
All right.
You'll have to roll the
1, 2.
D4 separately because you're rolling with advantage.
Yeah. Oh. That's a 12.
So your roll is a
plus-
12 plus whatever your thing
14
is.
because I forgot to do that, and then the D4 is a 3, so that's a 17.
Thanks to magical help, you are just barely able to make it down to the water's edge.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh, now I should try.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll, Oswin. Without the D4, but with advantage.
This isn't
You
gonna
got
go
it,
well.
Oswin.
This didn't go
Oh
well.
no, Oswin.
Yes!
6.
So... So, Alistair, you make your way very carefully down the treacherous path, and then as you're reaching the bottom, you just hear, "Ah!" and then a splash as Oswin falls and lands in the freezing cold water. Oswin takes
Oh, so much damage.
2 cold damage.
You're a little cold.
that's not too bad.
I suppose that's one way to get down here, Oswin.
Okay, Oswin, you are now swimming in the water. It's freezing. This water is, like, just barely above 0. And, it's very unpleasant. So you gain 1 level of exhaustion. What are you guys gonna do now that Oswin has made his way more or less into the water?
I don't think we can do anything.
Oh, slow down.
Cress should still be here, so I'm gonna have her be a help bot for Alistair and whatever he does.
Very well.
All right, so it's
Okay.
over there.
Good luck.
Oh God. I guess it's time to get in the water.
Hey, get in here with me.
I don't want to, but
As the,
No,
two,
that's
fine.
as the two of you swim toward the chest, you hear a cackling, icy laughter.
son of a bit, who is here?
Oh, no.
You note the air. You note that even when you come up from the water, the air around you grows colder, and 3 small creatures fly toward you,
What the?
cackling.
What in the goddamn mess?
So these are like little imp creatures. They're like evil fairies.
Okay.
They're made of pure cold, and they're hostile.
Fantastic.
Roll for initiative.
All right, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, Janora is first. Bear in
Wait,
mind,
Archibald's not there.
Archibald will just go on your turn.
Okay.
Or rather, sorry. Yeah, Archibald isn't on here. So, where is Archibald supposed to be?
Well, honestly, he probably didn't go with Oswin. He's probably up there with Vesper and Janora.
Okay. So he is
I-
1,500 feet away. Also, that's correct.
Yeah, Cress is with Alistair.
Uh-huh.
Helping with an A.
Oh wait, no, he can't go. He can't be 1,500 feet away. He has to be within a certain limit.
Oh. I'll say
He
he's
fell with
he's like
you.
perched on a ledge nearby. Unless in falling down, you would have accidentally gone out of range and caused Archibald to blink out of existence. That kind of seems reasonable to me. Can you talk me out of that?
I'm reading.
What is the range limit on Find Familiar?
Okay, so it has to be with 100 feet of me for me to communicate with it telepathically and to deliver spells through it.
Okay, so
I
it
guess
is.
you can be that flexible.
Archibald exists, but it can in no way help you.
Yeah.
He sure is
Because
right
he-
over there.
Because he's just like doing his own thing. Alright. Well, Janora's first.
Okay, so I think up till this point she was, for the most part, dividing her attention between trying to keep an eye on these two, but also Irina across here because we are still supposed to be making sure she stays safe. And I'm able to see these things pop up, right?
Mm-hmm.
How far are they from me?
1,000 feet away, at least.
Oh, lovely.
If you want, we can use the Pythagorean theorem to find out how far it is.
No,
Jump,
thank
jump,
you.
jump,
No, I'm
jump,
good.
jump.
How far is that? That's not 44 centimeters. We need to reset the map scale. Sorry. Okay, the map scale's already correct. Let's see how far they are from you. They are approximately 40 feet away on that dimension, which means that the actual distance is 40 squared, 1600 plus 1000 squared is 1,000,000. So the distance is actually... The 30 feet difference is negligible. It's 1,000.1 is what it worked out to.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So given that the difference is negligible in terms of the horizontal, you only need to care about the vertical distance.
Jump, 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 jump.
Yeah, I've got nothing that'll go 1,000 feet.
So I genuinely don't think she can do anything.
Well, I mean, you could jump down. Or attempt to climb down.
I think for now she's just gonna draw her gun and wait to see if these things come any closer, because I don't think she
What's the
trusts risk
maximum
of trying to go
range
down
of
it.
your pistol?
160.
Oh. What's the maximum range of Kellen's rifle?
I don't know.
What is the maximum range that I set for a rifle?
Do
you remember? Do I have to look it up? I'll look it
I
up.
don't know, but I can probably pull up the sheet and check.
I think I have the sheet right here. Rifle. 300/1200.
No, yeah, so you can make a rifle shot at 1,200 feet. You'll be disadvantaged from range, but you can shoot at that range.
Okay.
So if you want, you could borrow
the
Kellen's
rifle
rifle and
works?
take a shot.
Unless you want to hold and I can guidance your shot. Because I can't do anything at all.
That's fine. Delay is okay.
Up to you.
So basically, you use the ready action to fire, and then just wait for...
But
Oh, that's
only-
right. I'm sorry. The way the guidance works has changed because of the new rule. So guidance is a reaction at this point. So Vesper, you can use your reaction to cast guidance and help steady Vesper's shot. Or sorry, help steady Genora's shot.
Sure.
What damage type are bullets?
Piercing.
Piercing. Okay.
Alright, so I guess I'm using Kellen's rifle.
Kellen is utterly indifferent to you using his gun.
He's like, yeah, go for it, bro.
I'm just gonna keep fishing.
Alright, so I need to...
Incidentally, they're also small size, and aiming at something that is smaller than you are confers disadvantage. But because of range, you're already disadvantaged.
Oh, that's... Okay, it's fine.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's only it's 2 size classes smaller. You can attack things that are small, fine.
I mean, I'm still disadvantaged, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're disadvantaged in any case.
Actually, wait, let me double check that I can actually use this. I don't know what I specified as my proficiency.
It is a martial type, if that helps.
It is, I just don't remember if I specified, like, pistols or just martial weapons. Because my Kensei weapon is a martial weapon, but it's specifically a pistol.
If you have martial weapon proficiency, then you should be able to use it.
I think I just have it wrote down as revolver, but if we wanted to go with martial in general, I can work with that. Actually, no, I can just double check what the definition for Kensei weapon says when you pick one.
Sure, go ahead. I am somewhat less familiar with Monk than I am with other classes. If that wasn't already obvious.
Okay, seems like the answer is yes, because the wording just says each of these can be any simple or martial weapon that lacks the heavy and special properties. Gain proficiency if you don't already have it. Weapons of these chosen types are monk weapons for you.
Is it a particular weapon, or is it a weapon type?
It says any simple or martial weapon, but it says weapons of these chosen types.
I think
That's why-
I think what it's meant to do is to give you proficiency in the particular weapon that you choose by way of giving you like the appropriate proficiency as it relates to that weapon. That is like you can choose any weapon you want that fits the criteria to become the Kensei weapon, and if you aren't already proficient in that type of weapon, you become proficient in it for the purposes of using that particular weapon. Does that make sense?
That's the way I was reading it, and I think that's probably why I wrote down revolver specifically.
Yeah. So if your Kensei weapon is a revolver, then you gain proficiency in the use of that weapon, but you don't have martial weapon proficiency generally.
Then I cannot use the rifle.
Okay.
So then, yeah, I think she's just gonna draw her pistol, but otherwise wait.
Well, since I'm guessing you don't want to jump down 1,000 feet, you're welcome to just, like, roll for Kellen and have him take the shot. Is that okay?
Sure.
So he'd be rolling at a +4 with disadvantage and guidance.
What does guidance do?
D4. Add a D4.
Lovely.
Oh, sorry, it chose the lowest of the three. So, you'll need to roll the d4 separately.
Ah. Clear there.
You can just roll a d4, like, in real life. I trust you. Oh, wow. That's pretty good with disadvantage. Also, you don't have to roll a d4, you hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
What's the damage for the rifle?
It'll be +4. And a rifle, I think I said as a D8.
Yeah, D8.
Yep.
D8 +4 piercing.
Dang.
I only remember that because a revolver is a D6.
The type of carbine that I chose to model for this would be firing. Rolled a 1 on the damage. That's lame. The type of carbine that I chose to model for this is a kind of weapon that at the time would be using a pistol cartridge, and one of the advantages of such a weapon is if you own a pistol that's chambered in the same cartridge, you could share the ammunition, so they have the same damage die. But I'm presuming with a rifle, because this is like a rifle musket, that's going to be a larger, like heavier bullet. It wasn't uncommon for, like, Civil War rifle muskets to reach, like, 600, 700 caliber.
Interesting.
Whereas
Sounds like a
whereas
whole
a
5 damage.
Magnum pistol cartridge would be something like 45, 50, maybe a little bit higher. Anyway, which one did you shoot? We have B, A, and C.
Probably this one.
That one? Okay. Nice job. You shot something at, like, near the maximum range of a weapon. Or Kellen did, at any rate. Good job, Kellen. We'll
Ranger's
assume
got
he's
a
here.
ranger.
Okay, Alistair.
Well, guess I'll just,
Kellen rolled a 23 on initiative.
time to take a swing at C.
So you're swimming and using a weapon at the same time, huh?
Oh, yeah, I forgot I'm in the water.
So, do you know how to do underwater combat? Because I sure the hell don't.
I'm gonna just pretend
It's
I didn't
apparently
do
in
that.
chapter 9 of the player's handbook.
I would
can-
help because we did it once, but I don't remember.
I could shoot him.
I
with
also
my
don't remember.
gun. Yeah, I don't know. I've never had to do this before.
Underwater combat. When players pursue Sahuagin back to their undersea homes, fight off sharks in an ancient shipwreck, or find themselves in a flooded dungeon room, they must fight in a challenging environment. Underwater, the following rules apply. When making a melee weapon attack, a creature that doesn't have a swimming speed, either natural or granted by magic, has disadvantage on the attack roll, unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident, or the hookshot. A ranged weapon automatically misses a target beyond the weapon's normal range. Even against a target within normal range, the attack roll has disadvantage unless the weapon is a crossbow, a net, or a weapon that is thrown like a javelin. Creatures and objects that are fully immersed in water have resistance to fire damage. And that's all it says. I will also add, you can't use firearms underwater.
Okay, time to disadvantage attack.
Because these would be black powder firearms, and so you'd get wet powder.
It's a 3, right?
I'm pretty sure that in real life, you can in fact fire a gun underwater, so long as the whole barrel is immersed in water. Because otherwise, you'll have a pressure differential, and the barrel will explode.
Fun times. I rolled a 6, so no.
You swing your sword awkwardly through the water, and the cackling mephit deftly dodges out of the way.
I am angered, but end my turn. That was very.
As the Mephits attack, the fisherman sees this and shrieks, "Ah, monsters!" and grabs his fishing rod and runs out of the way. He just runs down the road.
That's understandable.
Irina
Yeah, can't say I blame him.
Irina heaves a sigh, but upon looking at the situation, reasons that she can do nothing and simply walks or makes her way toward you. She'll get there in a few turns, but she's not going to be able to do anything helpful.
I'm sure Irina is very glad that she decided to tag along with us for her
Right?
safety.
Archibald is disconnected from his spiritual link and can do nothing. The first
He can
ice
do things,
method.
I just can't control it.
The first ice method is going to move in between you and attack Oswin.
Okay.
What are its attacks? Oh, it can do that. All right. Actually, it's going to move here and
Okay.
breathe a cone of pure cold at the two of you.
Hey, don't do that. That's not nice.
Both of you need to make a dex save with disadvantage.
Oh, I'm good at that. Oh, well, I mean,
Disadvantage by virtue of being underwater.
underwater.
Hard to dodge out of the way of a spell when you're swimming.
Come on, +6. No.
Come
11.
on, +1.
Okay,
Nice.
so Oswin fails, but Alistair actually succeeds.
Oh yeah, thanks, +6.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I rolled max damage. So Oswin takes 8 cold damage and Alistair takes 4.
Nice.
Are you guys content to mark that down on your characters, or do you want me to do it?
I got it.
Okay.
Come here, you.
Oh, how do you do it on your character?
Ice Method B is going to make its way... How far do they move? They have 30 fly speed, but that's going to be way too slow to make it up to the party up here. So it's just going to fly around to here. And this one is going to just attack you with its claws.
Gosh, smack you. Watch out.
16.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. You take 2 slashing and 3 cold damage. So a total of 5 damage. The third Mephit makes a disgusting shrieking sound, and as it does, a cloud of fog materializes around you.
What?
This is really hard to move. So it's another one of these, like, auto-scaling spell things, and it just did not work.
Oof.
Here's a dome. Can I make it bigger? Yes, I can. It's going to envelop the whole area in freezing cold fog.
Thanks, you bastard. I already had disadvantage. Now I can't see and have disadvantage.
The area is heavily obscured. Oswin,
Hi.
you're very cold.
Yeah. You know, I'm not doing too hot. Uh, let me check the exact wording of this. Yes, I'm going to cure wounds myself
All right.
because I have 14 HP left.
Oh, lovely. Looking bloodied, are you?
Yeah, just a little. So you're just gonna hit myself with this second level cure wound. Oh hey,
That's pretty good healing.
Yeah, I would have to admit.
I'm right up back to full.
Terrific. Anything else on your turn?
You know, I can't disengage because I just used my action, but can I see under the water?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
Good.
water can't
oh, wait,
be
no, I
foggy.
can't. I wouldn't be able to cast that spell. You know, yeah, I'm gonna try to swim away as far as I can.
Where are you going?
You know, we came for that chest. I'm gonna try to swim to the chest that's how far under 20
It's
feet?
20 feet down.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
What's your regular
try to get
movement
as
speed?
close. Regular movement speed is 30.
I'm gonna say by default you swim at half that.
You know, so I'll go 15 feet underwater and take 2 opportunity attacks.
Well, because of the fog cloud, their opportunity attacks are made with disadvantage.
Ooh.
So
It'll
the
be very
first-
hard for them not to hit me, though.
So the first one is gonna be. What's their attack roll? Nine,
Oh, that doesn't hit.
and the second one. 14.
Definitely hits.
Okay. You are gonna take another. Minimum damage. You take 3 damage. And you swim down just within reach of the chest, but not quite there yet.
Alright, that's the end of our turn.
Since you're diving down into the water further, you're going to gain another level of exhaustion.
Oh no.
So you're now at -2. What's Vesper going to do?
Let's see. She can't do much other than climb down, but if she fails, that's another person in the water.
Oh, I'm going to say that you're not going to be able to make it down 1,000 feet of
Yeah,
climbing in any reasonable amount of time unless you have magic to help you somehow.
Yep.
If only Featherfall.
Yeah, actually.
Nope.
But even then, like, you'd still have to worry about terminal velocity, right? Like,
Mhm.
how
Yeah.
fast is terminal velocity for a human? Computer,
Enough to hurt.
what's the terminal velocity of a human being?
Here's something I found on the web. According to reference.com, for a typical human, terminal velocity ranges between 53 and 56 meters per second.
So, like, 50 meters per second? That'd be like 150 feet per second. And then in 6 seconds, you'd take like 2 rounds to fall. Assuming that you feather fall at the last moment.
I don't even have feather fall, so I will help Kellen keep shooting.
Okay. Very well. DNC, why don't you roll for Kellen's next shot? He'll reload and then shoot again. It's heavily obscured, but it's still just normal disadvantage. Which one do you want him to shoot at?
I guess probably the same one.
Okay.
The closest.
The one that's damaged?
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead and roll. +4 with disadvantage. Uh, 13 is still a hit.
Hey.
Go ahead and roll for damage. Wow. Max damage.
Okay.
That is most definitely bloodied. Good shooting, Kellen. Alistair.
Oh boy. Well, I can't do much other than take a swing at the method that I presume is still in the same spot.
Yes.
So here we go again. Please, dice, be nice. Yay.
Wow.
It's a 21 hit.
Nice shooting. But it is not a crit because of disadvantage.
Correct.
So go ahead and roll for damage.
Let's see my...
It needs to make a con save, by the way, because...
Oh, he's concentrating.
What's the save for that, normally?
It's
I don't know what
either,
the DC is. Is it 10?
It's either 10 or... Yeah, it's 10 because it's not... Half of 7 is not greater than 10.
Okay.
And that's how much damage he took, 7.
It failed. The fog cloud goes away.
Yay! I just have regular disadvantage.
I just wanted them to be able to cast their spell abilities. Those are cool.
Understandable. He gets to do something different. Well, that's my turn.
How much damage did you deal?
7.
Damage type?
Oh, slashing.
Okay.
I have a long sword? Yeah, slashing.
Cool. Irina's going to continue making her way towards you somewhat ineffectually. Archibald is not really able to do anything. So, the methods. The first one is the one that used the Cone of Cold, so he's just going to fly over toward Alistair since Oswin is not... Oswin's underwater. So he's going to attack Alistair.
Ah.
No disadvantage now. 10? Sorry, no,
No.
8, actually.
Also no.
Okay. Method B has not used its cone, but it also doesn't want to do that yet because Oswin is not here. So I assume they're smart enough for something like that. So he's just going to fly over to here and attack Alistair. 12.
Also no.
Third one is also going to attack Alistair.
Woo! I love being the tank. Tank.
Thank
9.
No.
Oswin, you are still underwater.
Oswin's gonna swim back up.
Really?
Yeah, there's a reason for this.
Okay, sure. You're now
An
on
apparent
the
method to
surface,
your
I guess.
madness.
And before casting this spell, Oswin's gonna say, sorry, Alistair. And cast Shatter, centered on Alistair.
Oh no!
I understand the sorry now.
Okay. So, Alistair, you're gonna have disadvantage on the save.
Aw, hell yeah.
Which is, I assume it's a dex save?
It's a con save of 15.
Oh, if it's a con save, then he wouldn't have disadvantage, actually. Because it's like, maintaining your physical integrity. You're not, like, dodging out of the way. Okay. What's your spell save DC?
A 15.
Okay.
No, go back to dexterity.
Method A failed. B failed. C failed. All three of them failed. What's the damage?
Eh, succeeded by 1.
Well, hey, you succeeded, so you take half damage of this 3d8.
Oh boy.
Yay.
It's only 11.
11 damage? Okay.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
still
11
solid.
thunder damage.
11 thunder damage, you said. Okay.
Yeah.
So, that leaves this one there. This one there. Method B is destroyed. As it dies, it explodes in a burst of jagged ice. Where is B?
All around me. This one's B.
So everything within 5 feet of B, which is just Alistair, needs to
Yay.
take a DC 10 dex save.
Alright.
With disadvantage because you're swimming.
Yep. $11.
You pass, and thus only take 2 slashing damage.
Ow.
Good attack,
And
though.
for my bonus action, I'm going to spend all 4 of my healing light on Alistair immediately.
You know, I'm honestly not that bad, but thanks.
There you go, 10 healing.
Nice. Almost back to full.
Nice. You guys are
And that's
handling this
obvious.
surprisingly well. For being
Yeah.
isolated and mostly underwater. What's Vesper gonna do?
help.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for Kellen's next shot, Janora.
Alright, let's go.
They're both bloodied, by the way. You can tell this one is looking worse for wear than the other one.
Alright, then I'll shoot, see.
Okay. This will still be with disadvantage because of range.
Oh, wait, whoops.
Amazing that you can actually attack something that's this far. Also, wow, that's not a crit.
Yeah, I pressed the wrong button.
It's okay. It's still we can still use that roll. It's a miss either way,
Alright.
whether it's the 5 or the 6. Kellum was distracted by the explosion of ice. You hear a loud splash and crack as the bullet impacts on the water, and because water is incompressible, the bullet just shatters. Physics! Alistair.
Yeah, science. Time to do the thing again. Which one was more damaged?
See.
See, alright, well, it's gonna get swung at. Give me another one. +4, yeah, +4. Yeah, oh, that's not right. I need to roll with this.
You rolled a 0. Wow! That underflows and you deal 10,000 damage.
No!
To yourself.
13.
That's a hit.
Wow, I actually did something. Alright, roll the damage. That is 11 slashing.
It's destroyed. Make your dex save. Disadvantage.
Yay! Oh. 19.
You pass the save and take 2 slashing damage from the explosion of ice shards.
Ow, ow.
Is that 1 ow for each point of damage? Irina and Archibald, and then Ice Mephit. So Mephit A is still. So you killed the one that has already expended. So you killed both of the ones that have not expended their cone attack yet. So this one is just going to attack Oswin. 7. They're rolling very badly. I assume 7 is a miss.
Yeah, no, that's a miss.
Okay. Oswin.
I think Oswin's gonna try to, might as well. I know this is gonna be a disadvantage, but he's gonna try to Eldritch Blast it.
Okay. I mean, you'd be a disadvantage either way. Also, remember to subtract 2 from your roll, because you have 2 levels of exhaustion right now.
Yeah. Factoring in the +2, that was a 15.
Factoring in the exhaustion, it's 15?
Yeah, because it's usually a +7 to hit instead of a +5.
Okay, well, yeah, you hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Ooh, 7 force damage.
Cool. Does it do anything else? I know Eldritch
Nope,
Blast
just
has
7
fun
force
things.
damage.
Cool. Vesper?
I help.
And Kellen. Man, Kellen continues to roll very well. Go ahead and roll for damage. Actually, you don't have to, because we know what the damage of that weapon is, and it's greater than 3 at minimum. So that method is destroyed, and so as a parting gift, the other two, so Oslin and Alistair both need to make a dex save with disadvantage.
Let's see if I can succeed on this last one. 3rd time's the charm.
You did? Good.
Yay!
Ooh, disadvantage.
Yeah.
Woo,
Oh.
1.
With a -1. Gross.
Yeah. So, Oswin, you take 3 piercing damage, and Alistair, you take 1.
Ow.
Sorry, 2, actually, rounds up.
Ow, ow. Wait, no, that was 3. I rescind 1 ow.
Ow, ow, ow.
Good job, guys. You killed a bunch of, like, weird ice creatures. Now what are you
Party
gonna
is
do?
kind of split up during that.
Oswald's already tired, but that's a fancy chest down there.
You going for it?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like you to make an athletics check. Not with disadvantage, but you still have the exhaustion problem. To try and lift the chest. Assuming that's what you're doing. What are you doing exactly?
Yeah, probably trying to lift the chest.
Cool. Athletics.
And factoring in the exhaustion, that'll be a -2 to the roll.
Terrific.
Alright, what can inspiration do again?
It gives you advantage.
You know, might as well use that now.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
With a -2.
You've got this. I mean, that's not the worst you
14.
could have gotten.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not under 10.
Number I had in my head was 15, but I'll give it to you. So, you swim down to the chest and manage to grab it in your hands, and as you pull it up to the surface, the old rusty lock breaks open, and most of the wealth inside pours out and is lost within the bottom of the riverbed. But you still manage to recover a good deal of it and make it to the riverbank back with it. Gain an additional level of exhaustion, but you got the treasure.
Ooh, treasure.
I regret noticing the treasure chests. Or do I?
Searching through what's left of the treasure, you find 64 gold pieces in total. Strahd marks.
Woo.
Having completed your little underwater adventure, the two of you make your way back up to the road and finally set out again on your adventure. Richer
Remind me.
and maybe a little bit wiser, we hope.
Remind me to
Never.
never indulge any of you ever again.
The fisherman is nowhere to be seen as you cross the bridge. But the 2 fish that he left are still there.
Should we take those in case we find him again?
I wordlessly have good berries in my hand, and I basically put it in front of Alistair and Oswin's faces to see if they would like some healing.
No.
No,
Alistair
I'm
does
just
not.
tired.
Alistair does not partake of the good berry.
I'm just a little sleepy. Sorry, I'm just a lot of sleepy.
Just a little exhaustion, it's fine.
Yeah.
Exhaustion never killed anybody, right?
Have you read the rules
Okay.
lately?
Depends.
Alright, well, what do you decide to do with the fish?
Oswin, you're our resident fisherman.
I mean, if we take them, he might come back and be angry because he gave us the silver for one of them. But if he doesn't come back and we meet him on the road, we could give them to him.
Or we could leave the fish here to rot and have wolves eat them.
That is always an option.
Right. I'm voting we take them in case we see them again, and if we don't, free food.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's just fish.
Yeah, it's fish.
Alright, we take the fish.
We'll fish.
Okay. So you take the fish with you, and with that, you set off back on the road to Valaki. And that's where we'll close tonight's session.
Yay.
Hope you guys
Good
had fun.
job, team.
How did
You did great.
Irina turn into another Horus, but with no connections to us?
Damn it, am I gonna have to roll up an actual character sheet for her? I guess I am, huh?
Yeah, because she won't always be 1,000 feet from the fight. She'll have to do some fighting eventually when we run into something else.
Alright, well, I guess that means I have to make a D&D character. Fine. Whatever.
GM NPC.
She won't get XP. This character is not a
So
PC.
bad for Arena.
Alright, well, I will see you guys next week. Hopefully, Size gets a chance to see the VOD so that he is aware of our mysterious prophecies. And I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did.
Yes, it was very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any party XP, or we're good?
Oh, yeah, right. So, the Mephits were worth a total of 600 XP. Your reward for finding the chest was treasure, so no XP for that. What else? What else did you guys do? Oh yeah, you stopped the witch from being hanged. I'm also gonna call that relatively easy. Party gets 400 XP for saving her.
Anything for impressing the Vistani, aka Oswin?
Yes. Also easy, 400.
Nice.
Oh, and obtaining the prophecy from Madame Eva is that's a significant plot event. So that's going to be whatever a standard level quest reward is, something like I guess 1,000. Yeah, let's call it 1,000. All good?
Sounds
Yep.
good.
Got my numbers.
Alright. Well, in that case, I will see you guys next week.
Yep.
All will be well.